Welcome back to another video review. I am the techgooch, and today I have a nice little review with the WEMO lighting set. Now this is a starter set. It comes with two bulbs and their little hub, the WEMO Link in this case. And essentially what it is it makes the bulb itself a smart bulb, so you can actually control it from a mobile device. Now, there are benefits and costs to going to this specific system, which I'm going to get into real quick, and it all comes down to your home setup and how you're doing it. Now, of course, bulbs that are controlled by this can be in many different locations, whether it's in the ceiling, in a lamp, or whichever. My lighting in my living room is actually lamp-based. So, got this guy. They're going for about 80 bucks, just so you know, unless you can find one that's on sale. Essentially, WEMO Hub is the link, the hub here. You plug it into an outlet anywhere in the home, to be honest, as long as it's within reach of your Wi-Fi, and also within wireless reach of the bulbs that you'd be placing. And this is what you actually connect to, to your Wi-Fi. What I've noticed with the setup is this, is it takes a while for this thing to boot up. So when you plug it in, don't expect to be starting to set up within 30 to 60 seconds. It can take up to 4 minutes for this thing to boot up. So that's what I would tell you, is be more patient than I was with it. As I've set up other wireless things, this guy takes a little while for it to boot up. That's what I've noticed. Belkin has actually some pretty good videos of how to get this set up. I'm not going to go through the whole setup procedure on this, at least not yet, not now. The bulbs themselves are 800 lumen, so 60 watt equivalent bulbs, and they attach wirelessly to the hub. So when you plug the hub in, what I would tell you is in the setup procedure, they tell you plug in this, then go screw in the bulbs, then get on your phone, then download the app. And basically they're trying to tell you is plug in the hub first, so that way you do all these other things while you're waiting for it to boot up. What I did is I already had the WEMO app because I have several WEMO devices, and of course I try to do this, get it set up fairly fast. Just take your time, let this thing boot up, get it set up through that. And what I would tell, especially if you're doing multiple bulbs, is don't put the bulbs in until you get, or you could put one bulb in while you're doing that, but don't set up the whole set, because when you set up the bulb, it's going to be bulb whatever, and you don't know where that bulb is really. Except for when you are setting it up, it blinks the bulb during the setup procedure to tell you which one you're actually setting up. So I guess you could do it that way. How I did it was I put one bulb in, set it up, called it what I wanted to call it, put the next bulb in, call it what I wanted to call it. But they do blink when you actually do change the name, or when you actually are going through the setup procedure of it. So that, I guess it doesn't really matter in that regard. They work really, really well. In order to control them, once you get them all linked, is through the WEMO app. So through the WEMO app, you actually power on, power off. You can change the basically how bright they are. So dimming them, I guess, is maybe the best way to put it. Changing how many lumens they're going to output. And it's a full dimmer bar, so you can change it anywhere in between. When you power on or power it off, it's basically instant. Of course, it depends on your Wi-Fi and how fast your Wi-Fi is, but it works really, really well. The downside, in my home at least, is that unlike a lot of the other WEMO devices, this is not controllable from the Amazon Echo or from other devices similar to the Echo, as far as I've found. I have the Amazon Echo. I have WEMO devices. I have WEMO switches and stuff that I can control with my Echo. You cannot control this lighting set with the Amazon Echo. So if you have an Amazon Echo in your house, I would look to other lighting sets than the WEMO lighting set. For the same, for more money, I guess, you could get a Philips Hue. Costs more out of the gate, but is workable with the Amazon Echo. And there are multicolored bulbs and all sorts of things you can do with that system. So that's my 2 cents on that specifically. On how the bulb works, it works great. What I will do is I'll actually plug this back in and get one of the bulbs working, and I'll show you that real quick. And then we'll go from there, I guess. So I plugged everything back in. I had to wait literally probably 3 minutes or so before it would actually respond via my app. So I'm in the WEMO app right now. You can see all my little WEMO devices I have. I hit the power button, and boom, she comes on. Now, of course, it takes that little bit of a delay because of the signal from my phone to the router to the to the link to the bulb. So it takes a second. I can also go in here and actually scroll down. I can adjust how bright it is. So it takes a second for it to actually do it. I can also do a sleep fader. So in 10 minutes and 1 minute and 30 minutes, or custom, and it'll fade, turn itself off or whatever, go to sleep. If I power it off from here as well, if I hit the power button, it'll fade down to off, which I do like. Definitely fades slower than what the actual Philips Hue does, because I also have those. But so I can show it here again. All I do is hit the power button, signal is sent and received. And then, of course, when it bounces back, I get the signal saying, yes, it was received. So, obviously, if I'm not at home, I can tell whether or not it actually was received. Yeah, so that's the Philips Hue. Within there as well, I mean, it's pretty easy to set up the app once you get it attached to everything. And then you can mess with everything and everything. So, the Philips Hue, or the WEMO. Did I say Philips Hue? Yeah, the WEMO bulb. For the money, not a bad investment without Amazon Echo integration. So that is the WEMO starter set. Not a bad bulb set, but in my opinion, it really comes down to what you're looking to do. If you're just looking to be able to quickly access and turn on and off lights remotely from a wireless device, great. But the last thing I want to do is every time I sit down on my couch to turn the lights on and get out my phone to do it. So that's me specifically. Now, of course, you can incorporate this into other things like if this then that and things like that. But for my house, these didn't work quite as well as I hoped because of the non-integration to Amazon Echo. Now, I'll be a different person if and when they ever actually get this to work with the Amazon Echo. Or if they get it to work with Siri, because using my voice to do it is different. So, that said, that is the WEMO light bulbs. For $80, not a bad value, but no Amazon Echo integration. So, thanks again for watching. If you have any questions or comments, post those below. Subscribe to the channel above. And let us know if you have any questions or comments. Check us over on Facebook, facebook.com/techgooch. Check us on the website, thetechgooch.com. And yeah, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for helping us out. And we'll see you in the next video.